Can we table Dave right now?
We can table Dave. We already tabled him.
Put him on a table and slice
We're going to turn you into a table. You will have a beautiful chatoyance.
Well, will I be able to like transform though at any time into the table? Like, can I revert back to my human state, or is it just like table or bust?
Too far ahead of ourselves with what you're.
You
able
have become
to do.
the worst transformer ever.
Hey, you guys having
Form
dinner?
up at the table.
Oh man, this dinner party looks great.
It's crazy. We have a room full of people and a whole bunch of food, but we have nowhere to set it or sit. If only there was somebody who could help us with that. King. That's my version of that, of that sound.
With enthusiasm too. You're like, I'm here.
King.
I transform. You can put that cheese plate on me.
Ah, shit. We don't have enough room for the buffet. Don't worry, I've got this.
King.
It's like a leaf to the table. It's just like his legs.
He extends out a little bit.
Oh, that's good.
For now, though, we have an intro to get done, right?
Welcome to Word Rango, the game show where dictionary definitions produce knowledge and comedy. 4 words enter, 1 word leaves, and is crowned champion. Our steely nerve competitors? A writer, another writer, a voice actor, and that other guy. And now it's gloves off, and set your dictionaries to fun. It's time for Word Rango. Here's your host, Mike Suzek.
Welcome to Word Rango. My name is Mike Suzek. It's episode 20. We've come a long way, people. I'm very excited, but not so excited to introduce our guests. Joining me this week, Bob Ball.
Knight of the Realm, Defender of the Crown.
Dave Hinkle.
Beep, bum, bum, beep, beep.
And Ryan Lewis.
We've only just begun.
And boy, have we only just begun. You guys know why I'm so excited. It's Super Bowl week! Yeah! Super Bowl 48's this weekend. By the time you people hear this, Ryan is either going to be super, super thrilled or probably pretty bummed out. But because Ryan, you're a Seahawks fan. We could, I'm excited for you. Bob is sort of a Seahawks fan. You pay attention, Bob, don't you? I mean, enough.
I would like to congratulate the Seattle Seahawks for winning the Super Bowl. Hashtag Go Hawks.
That sounded so sincere.
Do you have another one planned here, just in case?
I would like to congratulate the Denver Broncos. Go F yourself.
All right, fantastic. Just so we get that
covered.
Do we have any other situational Super Bowl things that we want to cover?
Holy shit, it's a tie.
Wow, can't believe they tied.
Yeah,
What a game.
I just want to say, there's etiquette, right? We all have to have etiquette at these Super Bowl parties. We're all going to go eat wings at somebody else's house this weekend, I'm sure. So one of the things that always bothers me is they put out that, I don't know why people do this. We need to break this habit, but people put out the one dish of blue cheese or ranch or whatever to dip your wings in. And it's I don't like a bunch of people sitting around just dipping their wing in this one communal pot. Take a little bit and put it on your plate or something, all right? Let's try and keep it clean for everybody so we can enjoy the Super Bowl and have a good time eating wings that we didn't pay for that somebody's girlfriend made.
The community ranch dish, you don't want to do that.
Yeah, I see that every year, and it's just such a pain, It just brings you right down off of that 18 beer buzz that you got going on at 3 in the afternoon. So,
yeah, I really agree with that. I do think it's I know it's semi-Seinfeld, the double dipping and all that stuff, but it is a very crucial social norm that we need to enforce.
Yep, it's like Obama says, yes we can. Yes we can. We've come a long way, guys.
Yes we can, and put that fucking blue cheese on your own plate.
Put it on your own plate.
Sasha and Malia, put your own blue cheese on your own fucking plate. I am the president.
Dip that wing in here?
Michelle, I believe you can put that ranch on your own plate.
Yes, we can.
Yes, we can.
Yes, we can.
And man, what do we do here? Well, we bring you guys words that have everything to do with the Super Bowl. That's the topic of this week because football rules, and now I'm sad because it's over. But yeah, we bring you guys words and definitions and enlighten you. And last week, Dave, you were out again last week. It's great to have you back.
Yeah.
Dave!
Yeah, I'm a person. I exist.
My friend Dave's back, and he can't pronounce a thing. Hey now, my friend Dave's back.
Hey, he's really got a mush mouth. Hey. So,
Dave the Babblefish is back.
Yes.
And I won last week.
Oh, nice.
Legitimately.
Congratulations.
With my word gourmandize. But because you were out.
yeah, that was a highlight. I mean, it was kind of nice the last 2 weeks to listen to the show and not like take part in it. But man, Gourmandize was so good. That song was just, I felt connected to you in such a way.
Right. And so to feel even more connected to each other, I am not going to take first word this week.
Okay.
With your return, I want you to have it. Dave, what is your word this week?
Okay. Let me kick this off here. My word this week is subungule.
Subungule. Can you
Subungule.
Ryan, 45 points, which Super Bowl 45, the Packers beat the Steelers. We all know that. Can you spell subungule?
Sure. It's going to start with a hashtag Go Hawks. Okay. No, SUBUNGUIAL. Loidal. I don't know. I have no idea.
Loidal. What letter is that?
It's a little like curly thing, right?
Yeah, I feel like it's got like
Is
a
that a
nice
loidal?
nice ligature on it. I don't know.
I before E except after Loidal.
That's you know what? That's what we need to do to really make our mark on the word world. We need to invent our own letter.
Yeah.
Not a whole like everybody when you know how kids make and by the way, this is my definition. Subungule, we'll get the spelling later. I'm on a fucking tear right now. Like Greg Jennings when he caught that touchdown in the Super Bowl. You know how kids when they're younger like I think we've all done this. You try to invent your own language, or you have your own like written code or something like that. I think that's actually less. That's not as cool as inventing individual letters within an already existing language. You know what I mean? Because then it's like you're really trying to impact something that already exists, and that's how people do make their mark on the world.
Yeah.
Is by improving on things, right? It's not just purely inventing their own thing. It's to help the world. And so a subungule is a person that tries to make their mark on the world in a positive way, and they try to impact change. And they do that by ramming their head into things. That's how that's what they do. They're like
that dinosaur from Jurassic Park.
The classic,
Exactly like that.
classic bonk approach, I believe it's clinically called. Yes.
So I mean, it's something that's a bit more of an outdated tactic, obviously, because it's kind of it's like licking things to figure out if it's safe. You know, like you can only get so far with that before people realize, oh, we need to stop doing that. And the same thing went, and again, this is topical with the Super Bowl because it caused so many concussions that people realize, oh, we need to change how we're doing this. You can't just lead with the head for everything, you know.
To make that change.
Exactly. To make positive change. And that's a very vague definition because it really can have a myriad of implications as far as, you know, like, oh yeah, I can't get this apple off of this tree. I'm going to ram my head into the trunk. And then the problem that came forth with that, which it was Sir Isaac Newton's son, Jerry Newton. And Jerry Fig Newton, and they called him Figgy, Figgy Smalls. And Figgy Smalls, his problem was that he rammed his head into a tree, and he couldn't get the apple down, and a beehive fell down and stung him to death.
Oh.
And that was actually the inspiration for Macaulay Culkin's character in what was that
My
movie?
Girl?
My Girl.
Wow.
So that
makes sense.
That is a subungule. Dave, can you give us the spelling for this quick?
Okay, subungule, it's spelled exactly how it sounds, how I'm saying it. It is SUBUNGUAL. You're pretty close. Okay. You're pretty close. And they just started cramming vowels in there for some reason.
There's no loidals in there.
Yeah,
Right,
loidals.
there was
so many
no
loidals.
I and there was no loidal. Okay, subungule. Bob, what's your guess as to the definition of subungule?
Subungule it's a location. Sub meaning under.
Okay.
Ungule meaning claw. So it's this is a location where, okay, let's pretend that you're I don't know, for example, you're a Seahawk and you are attacking, let's say, a Bronco from a certain location in a mile-high city.
Okay.
You have gotten a whole bunch of, let's say, horse, blood and hair and maybe some eye material.
Just innards. Let's just say like innards.
Yeah,
like you got
innards.
some juicy guts.
Probably some outards too.
Some outards,
I mean,
okay.
you've really been going at this Bronco.
Just straight evisceration, you know? Yeah.
But subungual is you got that junk up under your claw, and you need to go to the Seahawk repair shop and get that all cleaned out before you go on your next Seahawk bike ride.
Now, what do you mean under your claw though? Like I mean, isn't a claw just like kind of one whole like piece? Like I mean, when I put bugles on my fingers,
have you seen my claws? They're kind of I mean, they're long and they're meaty. But there's a little hollow piece that you gotta really get like a little tiny toothbrush up in there and clean out.
It's a hawk piece?
Yeah.
So I mean, wouldn't that just be like the palm of the claw though? Like wouldn't it just be that flat underside? Like
the clom?
Yeah, the claw.
It's actually pronounced klum.
Klum.
It's gonna be tough for you, Dave. It's klum.
Okay.
I think it's German. But it's that little underpiece that you got to clean out from your claw.
Okay.
And so you have
remember
the whole,
last time you turned to a wolf man? Yeah, that little underpiece. You got to get that out of there.
You have the whole talons, and then there's that tiny palm area, and that's the clume.
The klum.
Okay. And what is the subungual then?
It's that location, like basically right inside the klum.
It's in the clume
that you got to clean out.
I see. Okay.
Yeah.
Wow. You went a long way for that one, but all right.
Listen, you got to keep that klum clean. You have to. If that rots off, you got to get like a fake claw, and it's always going to look wrong. It's always going to look wrong.
A clothesthetic?
Yes.
Yes. Nailing it.
All right. Ryan, your guess for what subungual means.
Well, I think it's very similar to what Bob's talking about in the sense that it is derived from a location.
A klum.
Maybe not the. Sounds okay. Anyway,
everyone at home, I want you to right now to say it with me. Klum. Klum. You're welcome.
Heidi Klum.
Heidi Klum.
Yeah. So it's derived from the English word bunghole, and it also. It meshes with the word subliminal. So basically, instead of being like inside of a message, a subungual message would be you embed a message in a fart.
Okay.
So if you're trying to tell somebody something.
So it's like we're locked in the car and you fart, but it's like it's a fart to remind me of some past slight I made upon you or some kind of like thing you're dwelling on, and I instantly get that memory in my head, and then I feel guilty because I've just been like subungualed or whatever. Like you've done subungual.
I think he's trying to tell me something.
Yeah, right. Like I forgot your
birthday.
birthday.
In Morse code.
I forgot your birthday. You fart, and then something like that.
It was kind of like basically back when like Black Sabbath, they'd put like messages in their songs backwards.
Yeah.
But the kind of more new metal, like before that, like right after that, thought they'd get a little bit more creative. So like I don't know if you guys have listened to Poison before. A lot of their albums after Unskinny Bop, he like has this kind of nice little floater that he puts out there as the song's going out, and it's basically just telling Satan is our Lord, but it's like.
Little known fact: Bret Michaels is a walking fart. Like he's actually the embodiment of a fart
on his business cards. Like when he goes on like The Apprentice, he's like, "Here you go, Bret Michaels. What? The walking fart? I like it."
Bret Michaels isn't just a fart. Bret Michaels is one of those ones where, like, if you have a really upset stomach and it lasts the whole night, and by the end of the night, when you pass gas, it's just empty air. It's just empty air, and you know that it's coming from an awful place, but it doesn't have any substance to it at all. That's Bret Michaels. He's just hot air that's coming from an ass.
Does it have like a nice subungual though? Like, is he like doing like the State of a Union address, like in his whole huge long fart?
Well, if you play it backwards, he is. I mean,
oh, wow, that's on so many levels.
then maybe, but I mean, that's one of the difficult things. It's very unless you're like like an Aphex Twin or Apex Twin kind of recording artist, you're not going to be able to play a fart backwards. It's really difficult to do.
It's also really unsanitary to pull that thing back in.
Excellent.
I want that to be the definition so much. But
pretty
Dave,
sure.
please tell us, what does subungual mean?
Well, Bob Ball was pretty damn close. It is situated or occurring under a fingernail or toenail. So it's like
Or claw.
Yeah, or a claw. It's like
Plume.
basically getting. It's like, the sentence that's provided. The example is a subungual abscess, but it's basically anything that like kind of gets up under your nails there. Get like dirt or blood, bodily fluids. A lot of stuff gets trapped up under your nails. Especially when you're trying to clean the unwashed masses,
You
trying
got me
to
looking at
purify
my
the world
nails
in
and-
fire.
I'm pretty disgusted right now just looking at them because I don't. I'm gonna be honest. I don't really do much with these things.
Yeah.
I'm
I'm a biter
I
too.
work with my hands.
I bite my nails, and so my
not
fingernails
a hand
always look
model or
shitty.
anything. I mean, why should I care? But it is important, right? I mean, it's clearly important.
Yeah, I've always said you have the face of a hand model.
I think that's either like a brilliant insult or like I just don't know what to think.
I don't know what to think
about,
either. Sometimes I just say things.
Spoiler
more of this
alert,
Cabernet.
it's
That's pretty fantastic. All right, let's move to our next word. I'm gonna go with Bob. What is your word this week?
I don't know how to get all this blood from under my fingernails.
Your clume.
I'm going to have to go to the Clume shop. My word this week is... Dave, you'll love this. The word this week is wangle. Wangle.
I thought you were done with cock words.
Wangle. Oh man, can I go first? Because I have a
You
pretty good
can
idea.
definitely go first.
All right, I think wangle is like it's the name for that sound that like when you sometimes and nobody's around, or maybe when somebody is around, somebody special is around, you drop trowel, you basically drop your pants around your ankles, you don't take them all the way off, but I mean you pull underwear down too, and then you just kind of like start shaking your hips and just like flap your wang around, and it's like that sound that happens when you do that.
It's
Like
a
that's what
wangle.
you call the wangle, right? Like it's there's like the brown note, or you have like I don't know, however you do, like a twangy guitar, like you'd say that sounds
Right.
real twangy. It's like twangy, that's what expert critics will say. So I think a wangle is like you're like, wow, that's an impressive wangle that you've got going on. Like I'm not looking at your person doing this act, but I can hear it in the other room just faintly. But like I'm hearing a very strong
Right.
wangle. Like you
could hear 5 people shaking their dicks back and forth from the other room, and you could pick out whose wangle.
Yeah,
is
I'm like,
whose, right?
you're in-
That's what an expert can do.
You're yes, absolutely. You're in 3/4 timing. Like I can call out tempo. Like I mean, it's a very. I mean, that's
the
the wangle.
timbre of his wangle.
Yeah, the timbre. Yes, exactly.
I really like that because I feel like that sort of sound effect needs a name.
Yeah.
Jimmy's got a consistent wangle. It's like a metronome. Wow.
That is a deep wangle.
But yeah, that's
Oh,
basically
man.
like you're like a bat. I mean, if you want to use it for a sexual thing, you could do that. But you could basically be like a bat who uses sonar to try and like, do that daredevil in the mind, kind of get an outline for what the wang is like. So if you're trying to discover somebody's wang status, like if you want to know what their wang is like, a wangle would be a really valuable thing to use.
You're talking about like really dark lights off porking. Like you're gonna use your wangle to find your lover, basically.
It's like a bat making their way through the night.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm trying to avoid wangs, so I'd like to know where they're at so that they're not like in my direct, proximity.
What I really like about this is that the folks that make those stomp videos are really running out of ideas. And now they can use the wangle a lot more. Because it's like, yeah, we get it. Everybody's pounding brooms and chairs on the ground and making percussive music with it and stuff. And you got trash can lids and stuff. We've all seen that before. It's been done for years. We need more wangles in there to really, like, liven things up. Get some dicks in there.
Yeah.
Nice 150 tempo. Just a
Right.
whap, 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 whap. Yeah,
Yeah. Yeah.
I like it.
I really like this word. I'll go next. I'll give it a shot. Wangle, I think, is I think it is a prop from a movie. I'm gonna say that it is the sword that is used by Ken Watanabe's character in The Last Samurai, starring Tom Cruise.
Oh man. He's one of those 47 Ronin that I keep hearing so much about.
Yeah,
Well, this always makes me think of that Paul Mooney joke where he's like, I got an idea for a movie. It's called The Last Black Dude on Earth, starring Tom Hanks.
But yes, The Last Samurai has a sword called the Wangle, and
Intimidating.
little known
Family heirloom, yeah.
But like
Don't
that's
wiggle
the thing.
your
is
wangle at me.
Well, it's made out of dildos. I mean,
What are they just duct
He's
taped
efficient.
together? Like, what do you mean made
It's
out of
not
dildos?
very sharp, but you will get the point.
it's got a lovely chatoyance to it. That's the point. It's got a lovely chatoyant finish because it's a wooden dildo sword.
Okay. Wouldn't it just be a staff at that point? I mean, aren't you just basically describing
No,
Donatello?
Dave! Are you not listening? It's a fucking sword. I don't care if it's made out of wooden dildos. It's still a sword. If it's got a sharpened edge to it,
Okay.
that wangle could cut you
Aren't
in
you
two.
just describing a spear then? Like, I'm not
it's
getting
got a
this at all.
Fucking hell,
Dave, you
Dave,
don't
are you
get
not
it.
listening? You don't get it. It's a katana, but it is a wangle.
But it's
okay?
made of wood, yes.
Yes.
All right.
And
Dildos.
Katsumoto
In dreams.
Moritsugu uses it. in The Last Samurai, starring Tom Cruise, the 2003 movie directed by Edward Zwick, The Last Samurai.
Okay.
Oh, now I know what you're talking about. Oh, that all makes perfect
that
sense.
one. Yeah.
Have you been playing
Screenplay is
the,
also by John Logan. You got to know this movie.
You've been playing the IMDb game
Wooden dildos.
lately? You've been
I'm
you've been
not
rocking
answering
IMDb?
that. That's my guess for Wangle. Ryan, what is your guess for Wangle?
Well, I'm pretty sure that it has to do with you guys know, like, so if you need like a Wi-Fi connection, you take your the back of your PC and you hook in a dongle.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I'm a little bit older to remember this, but back when we had AOL and we had dial-up internet, you'd actually hook a rotary phone into the back of your computer through a wangle instead of a dongle, and you could use your 720 hours through there. It got a little rough, but yeah, you basically hooked your whole huge rotary phone in the back there, and you kind of lugged that around and had to use your wangle to connect those things.
Yeah.
Did you have to like actually use the rotary phone to dial it whenever you wanted to go to a website then too?
Oh yeah, it was rough times. You had to dial all the way around. Like, oh shit, what's that last letter? Oh crap, that's a 7.
I like to think about, like, coffee shops were probably so much bigger back then. They were like warehouses, and like as those things got smaller over time as technology improved, the coffee shops just shrank. I don't know.
Yeah, it used to have to be so big.
Yeah, like
everyone's carrying in all their rotary phones and their huge desktop computers to write their novel in there.
Yeah.
Like plugging in for like an hour and just dialing up.
Take
in the whole,
45 minutes to get your
anything.
coffee because some lady has
Yeah,
to
you
walk
can't hear
4
anything.
blocks across a warehouse to give you your shit.
Well, and, like it's loud as fuck because everything's like.
Yeah.
It does sort of kill me that it's like the typical fucking kids nowadays, but like really they have no fucking, like, they don't, there's a lot of people now in the world that don't know what the world was like before the internet. You know what I mean? And
they've never seen a fucking wangle.
yeah,
I don't know.
they have no fucking clue. It's crazy.
Well, it's
when
not
you
even
think
that,
about
dude.
It, right?
I mean, it's like strength, right? Like I used to drive a car in high school that didn't have power steering, right? And like,
Oh, yeah.
yeah, like that shit was rough. Parallel parking that car, and like, I mean, I don't want to brag, but I'm pretty sure I can out masturbate any like young kid nowadays, and I directly tie that, those two together. Like,
Lots
there's
of power steering.
Yeah, it's like these kids now. Like, I mean, they must be doing the limpest, like lightest little jerk moves or whatever. Like, I'm a
can't
grown
talk
ass
about
man.
kids,
I've been on
Damn
this
it,
earth
Dave.
for 31 years. I know some shit.
No, I'm cutting you off here. We can't talk about kids masturbating. We can't talk about that.
Hey man, they do it, dude. They do it. I mean,
yeah, but
how
like,
young were you when you first like discovered your body's a wonderland? Like, come on, man.
Legal age. I was 18. All right.
Hey, iTunes censor that's listening to this. Forget that last 45 seconds.
Yeah,
just forget it.
Just like, nope, that didn't happen. 12.
And if you're listening on Stitcher, hey, thanks for the award nomination.
Yeah, thank you guys. But really, the fucking times have changed completely. I mean, I remember when we had a Tandy computer, and like with a big ass floppy disk and all that stuff. I mean, it's insane. Like, I'm looking at my iPhone right now. It's like you get pissed at this thing when it doesn't work, and it's so amazing at the same time. So yeah, I mean, like with Wangles, when we did used to have the big rotary things that you had to plug into your
desktop computer,
yeah, your desktop
that you're lugging
computer.
around, like your huge like Apple IIe that you're just carrying into the coffee shop. I'm gonna go back and get the printer. It's a dot matrix, kind of loud. Sorry.
Yeah, and you're just people can hear too when you're hitting just the right clicks to go to like a porn site. You know, like they know and they start giving you
Porn
looks.
site, AOL chat room. You're like chatting up Sandra Bullock and like he's taking someone off a medication. You're totally worried about this new technology, the net style. Yeah, those were the times.
They were. Bob, can you start off by spelling Wangle for us?
Wangle. It is not a mispronunciation by Dave Hinkle of Wrangle. It is Wangle. Wangle. Wangle.
Okay. And what is the definition of Wangle?
It is a verb that means to resort to trickery or devious methods.
To resort to trickery or devious... Okay.
So some shady shit, some shady wangle ass shit.
Shady fucking shit. That's what it is.
Straight
Fucking
wangle, homie.
Shady shit.
You'll know how we play in the ATL. Straight wangle out here, homie. Mad devious trickery. We got it for days. All right, I like it.
And speaking of having things for days, and for Dave, we need a scenario for the first half.
Okay.
It's halftime. Halftime show, guys.
Bruno Mars.
Hashtag Go Hawks.
Here comes Bruno Mars.
Yeah. Oh shit, is that the Red Hot Chili Peppers? Oh man, this is awesome.
Give it to your mama. When you got to give it to your daughter. California.
Yeah, that's the song.
Yeah,
that sounds about
apparently
right.
California.
No one needs to watch the Super Bowl halftime show anymore. I think we just nailed it.
Right.
Yeah.
Standing in line to see the shirt.
Well, I was going to watch the Puppy Bowl anyway, so.
Dave, get off here.
Delicious.
Today I don't want to do anything.
Oh yeah.
Da da da. And there's halftime for you guys.
There it is. All right. Seahawks are up by 42 points. That's right. Fuck you, Broncos.
Go Hawks.
Yeah, that's right. You can't talk about me. I'm the best corner in the league. Richard Sherman.
Don't you talk about me.
Don't
Who's
you
talking
talk about me.
Hey, guys.
Word Rango.
Your word is mediocre. Let's get a scenario. Dave, you're coming back. Do you have any ideas?
Yeah, okay. So, Bob just lost his job at the mill. Seems like a kind of mill working dude to me. He's really, stout frame. So Bob just lost his job at the mill.
Really quick, it's a dildo mill.
Yes, they produce graphite dildos. It used to be lead, but then all the kids and all the people at home started getting sick. So,
Right.
sorry. I don't know why I got like a frog in my throat. Bob just lost his job at the dildo mill, the Dill for short, and he can't afford to feed his 2 children, Mike and Ryan. So he has to give one of them up. And basically, you two are trying to be like pitching your value.
They're trying to wangle.
Yeah, you're trying to wangle your way into your father's heart so that he doesn't see fit to give you off to whoever drives the government van that comes by picking up unwanted children in this land you live in.
Okay.
Humor, comedy, fun times. Go.
All right.
All right. Boys.
Yes, Dad.
I need you to sit down for just a second.
Yes, Father.
But Daddy, I don't want to go to the Hunger Games.
We've got to talk about my job. You know, the one I go to up at the Dill.
Mm-hmm.
It looks like we've had a downturn in the economy, so there'll be no more upturns at the Dill, and I don't have a job anymore. That's what I'm trying to say.
Fucking thanks, Obama, you piece of shit. You fucking what? Are we not exporting dildos anymore? I'm sorry, Dad. I just get so mad at the economy and with fucking Obama not helping. God damn it! It's affecting families like us.
They're just so much cheaper out of China. What can I say?
They would be.
But we make high quality wooden sword dildos. I can't believe there's not a demand for that. Have you seen 47 Ronin, Dad? This is fucked.
There's so many knockoffs nowadays, or cock-offs. What I'm gonna have to do is I really can't afford to feed and clothe and take care of both of you.
Okay.
Since your mom died in that big dill fire last year, she was asking for it. What can I say?
Yeah,
I really need you to give me your best pitch for why you should be allowed to stay, and one of you is gonna go off to the. Let's go ahead and say the veterinary clinic.
Wait, Dad,
right.
are you
Whoa.
giving Dad, you're giving one of us up?
For animal test. Give is such a strong word.
Dad, let me
Release into the wild.
Let me just say, Mike started masturbating a few weeks ago. He's 12.
Okay, yeah.
Look at his arm. Look how strong that arm is. That's not
I
going to
am,
go
I am
anywhere.
a professional arm wrestler, you son of a bitch. I could bring in the money I need right now. I don't fucking need you guys.
He's
but
just
no,
gonna sit there
I
jerking
love
it.
my family, and I unfortunately have to reveal to you, Dad, that Ryan has been jerking off in the crisper drawer in the fridge. So much for our groceries. You sick fuck.
I call it seasoning the vegetables.
It's disgusting, and you know it.
Protein.
Now, here's the thing, though. Both of us, we got our problems. We got our share of problems.
That Cobb salad was great.
I wanted to think that we could get through this as a family. And I also wanted to think that, yeah, Dad would keep me and get rid of you, Ryan. But...
No, hold on. Wait a second.
But, no. What I'm saying is just fuck him. Why don't we get rid of his ass?
No,
And
hold
we
on.
take care of ourselves.
Hey, why do you gotta be so aggressive about this? Check this out, Dad. Okay, conjoined twins, downsize. His arms, his strong arm, and the rest of me. All you need is that one strong arm that he's been working so hard at.
It's a
And
very
then-
strong arm.
And then me. And you can just pay for that surgery, and then you only have to worry about just me and his arm.
Well, I would think that maybe we get other parts of me, right?
Too much, that's too much to feed.
We really only have so much money to go around. And since we now have Obamacare, I think it only covers cutting off your arms.
Well, yeah, and I wonder if we could get some money from Limbs of Love, if we could just send the rest of his body to the less fortunate. We could probably subsidize the rest of our lives.
Okay, I didn't want to resort to this, but I may as well tell you guys. I am the last samurai.
Shit.
And as
I am one of the
act-
47 Ronin.
I am one of the 47 Ronin. And as
white
an
one.
act of honor to my family, I will commit seppuku, and you can have my arm, my dear brother. Just please promise to stop masturbating in the crisper drawer.
And compromise. And seed.
Why the crisper drawer though? Like that was
that's pretty
that was the
specific.
weirdest thing.
That is
I
incriminating.
feel like you just had a
Have you looked at a red pepper lately?
supple, delicious skin.
They are a sexy, delicious vegetable. Are they not?
It's true.
We all know the redder the vegetable, the sexier it is. So it's red is like hot, sexy color. Just in anything really. I mean, Corvettes.
That's why this is the
vacuum
sexiest
cleaners.
Super Bowl halftime ever, Red Hot Chili Pepper.
Yeah, exactly
yeah.
right.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Give it away now.
Remember that hit Red Hot Chili Pepper song? Yeah, yeah.
In the crisper drawer.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Beep, bom, bom, beep, beep, beep.
Moving on.
Cocky coop.
Moving on. I will hand out my word this week. My word is Lothario.
Oh.
Yeah?
Really?
actually Lothario.
Really? You took that? Really? Are you kidding me?
You fucking, I knew you saw it.
Of course I saw it, dude. We work together every day, all day. What the hell are you talking about? Of course I saw that word.
I was hoping I could sneak that one out. Okay, so I got this word from a coworker who said it in the group chat, and I was like, maybe Dave didn't see this. And
Bullshit,
I
man.
the word out and wrote it down.
Dave sees everything. He's like Batman.
Dave
I
is
got
like,
a nose for words, man. Like somebody drops a hot word like that, especially one that's like, got that like rounded out O sound at the end, where it's like really fun to say in Italian accent. It's like Lotario, like one of those
Lotario.
kind of words. Like, but I'm gonna pick up on that shit, man.
Rango with the Mario.
Yeah,
Look,
the Lotario,
I
the
brought
Mario,
this,
yeah.
I brought this because the people need to know this word. That's what
Yeah.
I mean. I'm doing it for
Bring it
I'm
to the
doing it for you
masses.
people at home
It's a
and on the
selfless
road,
act, yeah.
and at the dildo mill. I mean, like you hardworking people at the dildo mill.
Yeah.
Limbless
that-
children.
I mean,
Yeah.
it sucks at the Dill. It's real hard work, but it smells great all the time. I don't know what they wash that place in, but it just smells like.
Semen.
sterile.
Man, I'm just the worst. But no, now, Dave, do you know what it means?
Lothario?
Yes.
Yes, I remember looking up the definition when it came up
Son
in work
of a
this week.
bitch. Okay, then you're going last.
All right.
Bob, what do you think Lothario means?
Lothario is actually a proper noun.
Okay.
It is the name of the lost Mario brother. There's Mario, there's Luigi, then there's Lothario, who is just a lethargic crap fest of a person.
I'm
He
so
do-
lazy.
He doesn't want to do anything. He lives off of government cheese.
Oh, so he's Bruno Mars.
He's
I
Bruno
don't
Mars.
feel like doing anything. I think that's Bruno Mars, isn't it?
I don't know. Oh yeah.
No, that's Lothario. Lothario.
Okay.
A lethargic so-and-so is, he's just the worst. He's a burden on his parents. He lives in their basement.
He's a beast of burden.
Lothario.
Okay. Lazy. Yeah. Yeah. Ryan, your guess for Lothario.
Wow. Well, I don't speak Italian, but if I did, like when a popular song or a movie is translated into another language, sometimes they have to put words together to actually make a word that makes sense in that other language. That popular song, "Shorty Got Low." Well, when it made its way over to Italy, basically, it's actually called "Shorty Got Lothario," and it means basically the same thing that. I actually don't know what "Shorty Got Low" means,
man.
but it basically is the Italian equivalent to that, and it's like, the Shorty got the Lothario.
I think Shorty Got Low means when you know how as a woman grows a little older in her years, and a man too, their butt drops.
Oh, you got that booty drop. Yeah.
They get it's like the booty drops, and then it's got a nice like flat on the top, and then comes droopy and low.
that booty.
Drop that booty. Oh, Shorty got booty drop because she
it's
is
like-
a momixed kind of lady, right?
When you go
she
from
is-
apple bottom jeans to prune bottom jeans.
exactly. To like dried apricot bottom jeans or something, like, because that
Raisin
seems like
bottom
it's right,
jeans.
yeah.
Now that's what I call Momix 17. Lothario, drop it like it's hot.
But I mean, it's like if Lothario can also be a name, right? Like it sounds like a name. So it's like you want to name your kid some, like you live in fucking Williamsburg, New York, and you got a vast chunky scarf collection, and you just want to like name a kid.
Hey, Paul.
You're like, all right, yeah, Lothario. Like I can walk around Whole Foods being like, oh, this is my son Lothario. He's studying cello now. Like, you can do whatever. I don't know. Like, I think it has that name quality to it. It's like
It does.
It's like a very pompous, like bullshit white version of how like sometimes the African American community has names that like may sound weird or odd.
Like Brian.
Yeah, like Greg, like who the hell names their kid Greg?
Okay, what's going on here? I like how that like the hipsters like Lothario is like the unironic mustache of names. Like they they're having kids just to name them things that like
It's the French silent film mustache of names. Is what it
fixie
is.
bike of names.
Right.
Yeah, like in the 90s, we wanted to name our kids like Seven or Soda, like, and now, it's Lothario.
We wanted to name him Seven after
Well,
the
I
movie.
mean, yeah, like, it's, no, but
movie with
it's
Brad Pitt.
Seinfeld, dude.
Was it spelled SE7EN?
Yeah.
Seven Ankle?
Yes, it's like the 14th Eve.
Right.
It's like that, yeah.
Right. All right, Dave, you know this word because I stole it from work.
Yeah.
Can you tell me what the definition is?
All right, Lothario is basically another name for Bill Bellamy, who is, as we all know, the player of all players.
Bill Bellamy is Mario and Luigi's brother?
Yeah.
Bellamy.
I think he was in a movie called like
No wonder their dad is mad.
Players Be Playing like third down and 2 or something like that. It was a weird movie about like playing hard and like playing for keeps, But no, Lothario is like is a dude who just like beds women and is just real gross about it. Mm-hmm. He's just like talking about, like giving chicks the shocker around the water cooler at work and just like, really inappropriate. Doesn't respect their time, their minds, their bodies,
Their
and
orifices.
their souls, Yeah, their orifices. Their trio of orifices.
Okay, well, the definition, I believe it is pronounced Lothario, but it is, according to Google, a man who behaves selfishly and irresponsibly in his sexual relationships with women. And according to Sexy Merriam-Webster, it is a man whose chief interest is seducing women. So
I like how that came up in like your guys' like fucking G chat.
I don't know.
Like about like, so what are you doing? Oh, you fucking Lothario.
Well, you write about video games. Of course, you're going to hear about like
can't
guys
remember.
who probably date rape women. Like it's how that's video games crosses with that sector quite a bit.
Right.
But I actually the Merriam-Webster definition is pretty weird. It's a lot different than the Google one. I think because it's just it describes every man who ever lived ever. It's like every 10 seconds I'm thinking about some sexual shit. So does that make me a Lothario? Doesn't that just another word for dude?
Well, maybe. The shout out, the proper shout out should go to Sinan Kubba, our friend Sinan at Joystick, who did drop this word
Hi, Sinan.
in a review. And
It's Sinan, isn't it?
it's Sinan,
sure.
actually.
Hi, Sinan.
I still call him Sinan. I
Hi,
don't really-
synonym.
He's a great guy, and he's a great wordsmith. And so when he dropped this word, everybody was like, "Oh shit!" Really, like the writer's equivalent of like a bunch of dudes like something crazy happened, and they're all like throwing their hands in the air and walking around like, "Oh shit! Oh, that just happened!" Like that was the equivalent of what happened when that word came up. And I was hoping Dave wouldn't notice so that I could pretend I came up with it, but. I can't get away with that. I can't get away with that.
And then we have another one down there, though, for a noun which describes a rake, libertine, or seducer. Rake is pretty good.
Oh, so it's a sexy rake. It's like a sexy gardening equipment that's all up in your shit.
Oh my God, is that what Greg Kinnear's new show is about?
Yep, that's what it is.
Sexy rake?
Sexy rake.
No,
yeah,
dude.
pretty much.
Hey there, Leaves. I'm gonna get all of you.
good.
Really?
Leaves.
Really? That's how you're going to pick up Leaves? Leaves are just like, come on, man. You can't just walk up to Leaves and be like, hey, what's up, baby? You gotta, come on. You got to
I'm not a suave rake, okay? I'm like a big scratchy metal rake, okay?
Hey, Leaves, how about I buy you a drink?
Hey, Leaves, did you fall from the sky like an angel?
Yeah, you've been falling through my mind all day long.
Hey, girl, what are you doing hanging out on my curb? Waiting to get picked up by a fine rake like me?
What the hell are you even talking
It
about?
makes perfect sense.
What has happened to my Thursday nights?
Yeah, seriously.
Okay, sexyrakes.com.
Nice.
Check to see if that's available. And that's my word. And we have to move to our last word of the week. Ryan, you get last word. What is your word this week?
Go Hawks. No, wait.
Go Hawks!
Yeah, I thought this was going to be football themed. So my word is touchdown. No, my word is pogonotomy.
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 All right, I'm going first here. Pogonotomy. First off, I get 62 points if I can guess the spelling. Pogonomy?
Nope.
Fuck. Shit. Well,
Pogotonomy?
Pogonotomy.
oh yeah, I did.
Pogonotomy.
No. For Dave, it is pogotonomy.
Oh, yeah.
Pogo.
Yeah, pogotonomy.
P.O.
Get
like
outta here.
Sentient pogos, like just becoming self-aware and living a life all to themselves.
Ryan, how is
Pogotonomy.
this spelled?
Yeah, it's pretty close. It's Pogonotomy.
So it's O-M-Y. Okay.
Yeah.
So pogonotomy. Pogonotomy. Yeah? Yes?
Yep.
Okay, good. Pogonotomy is when... Have you guys have seen like the anime kind of characters that get like an arm chopped off? They're like the Last Samurai when
Theme of the show, by the way.
Tom Cruise gets an arm cut off and he gets it replaced with like a gun. In this case,
Oh my God, I've got to see this film now.
Pogonotomy is the sequel in which Tom Cruise is the Last Samurai again, and he gets and this is just a surgery that people get. You get a leg taken off and replaced with a pogo stick. So, so that way you can bounce around like at will, and that helps you like jump. In fact, now that I'm thinking about it, this sounds like a fantastic video game that I want to play, like a Super Nintendo era one, where it's like you fucking just bounce around on your pogo stick legs. Yeah,
Edward Pogo Legs.
Yeah.
So Jumping Flash, basically, the game
Son of a
is what you're
bitch.
talking about.
That's actually shit. I have played,
But that was
Damn it.
PlayStation.
that was
so.
PlayStation. Well, fuck.
Legs?
Thanks, Dave. Yes, Pogonotomy though. It is replacing your legs, or one leg at least, with a pogo stick, a spring-loaded sort of pogo stick.
Anatomy plus pogo.
Which,
yeah, I like it.
I mean, like, it's got to be so challenging to have an amputation and go through that, and I've always been a believer that if I had to go through something like that, I would want to be the Captain Hook sort of person that had attachments and like try to make the most out of it. And I understand that those things like prosthetics can get to be so expensive, but god damn it, if I could even for a day get a pogo stick where my leg used to be and just have fun with that and just put some pads on if you need to, I mean, that would be incredible,
Yeah.
And so I'm a believer that that's awesome, and like, make the most of your situation. Pogonotomy.
Yeah, as long as it's pogonotically correct, like, and they line everything up and you're just bouncing around, that's great.
Right. Yes. Bob, your guess for pogonotomy.
God, you guys are so far off course.
Yeah?
So it's actually pogonotomy. Hear me out on this.
Okay.
Oh my god, I think you're
to my
about ready to steal
childhood.
my definition right now, Bob.
Oh,
I
boy.
feel like you're about ready to steal mine.
I'm not. I'm going in a totally different direction.
Okay.
Okay.
Pog is a Hawaiian drink, which is passion fruit juice, orange juice, and guava juice.
Ooh.
Hence the Pog.
Guano,
Oh, okay.
huh? Batshit.
Delicious. No, he said guava.
I
I'm
think
gonna
he said
go for-
guano.
I'm going to go for guava because guano is not something that Hawaiians drink. That
the
is,
ones you know.
you're right. I don't know all the Hawaiians.
Yeah, stop
So-
stereotyping. Someone drink that
That's
shit.
pretty awful, Bob.
But this is the anatomy of the... basically, a pogonotomist is someone who can create pog out of, let's say, unicorn tears. So you've got your Hawaiian unicorns. I mean, they're wild there. I mean, they're hard to find, but you can find them. And you squeeze the tears right out of them. You gotta wangle those tears out of them, and then you can turn that into delicious juice.
Like transubstantiation. Call back.
What?
Isn't that what that was? Like where you could take a substance and turn it into another substance? For example, unicorn tears into pog.
You just blew my mind.
Yeah.
Oh, blown.
that really, that was good.
I'll insert mind blown sound effect here.
Quick, turn Dave into a table.
Okay, so basically it's like a drink mixologist that can only make one goddamn thing, right? So like if I were to walk into a Hawaiian bar where a pogonotomist is there, and I'm like, yeah, can you just make me a vodka Collins? They'd be like, what? No.
Hey, bro, I
Pog.
can only make you pog. You want the pog?
No, like what?
The
How
Bono in there?
did you get a job? Like what are you doing? So fuck that guy.
You can't serve your own pog here.
Dave. What is your
Melikaliki maka.
Dave? We're gonna move it forward. Dave,
Mahalo.
what is your guess for pogonotomy?
Okay, so it is pogonotomy, not pogonotomy.
Right.
But yes, it has to deal with pogs, which were the classic children's game of the 90s of throwing things at other things. And pogonotomy
game.
is... basically, it is the value system, the economy attached to pogs, right? Like slammers are worth more
That's
than regular
awesome.
pog pieces.
Yes.
Yeah, so it's like basically you would say, okay, like on a scale of 1 to 10, like what's his pogonotomy rating? You'd be like, oh, that's a 4 slammer, like that's a semi rare or whatever. It's a common. But something's like a 7, it's like, oh, that's like a rare or an uncommon kind of Pogs. So
I need you guys to put this in order for me right now.
Go.
8-ball, shiny 8-ball, yin yang, shiny yin yang, steely slammer, a plastic slammer with finger grooves in it.
Plastic is a tough sell, though, man. That's a tough sell.
Because you're not going to knock anything over with that. You're not going to flip
but I
any
mean, you get
Pogs.
those grooves. It's more it's more dynamic, and I think like once you slam it down, it's going to have a more unpredictable kind of arc to it. So it could like go crazy and knock over a shit ton of Pogs, or it could just like totally crap out on you, you know. But like, I mean, some people value that kind of thing. Some people, for them, the Pogonomy of that is incalculable, you know.
Right.
Welcome to Pog Rango, the game show where we only talk about Pogs.
Pog. And then the last one is a skull that's on fire.
Oh, I'm gonna give that a 10 right now. That's like top right there. That's,
Are you
that's
sure?
dope.
Well, two of those things, like the skull on fire and the shiny yin yang, those both sound like low-class medical terms, and you really should see your doctor.
But seriously,
I got a shiny yin
skull.
yang, doc.
For a fiery skull or a yin yang that's shiny for more than 4 hours, see your doctor.
the yin yangs and the 8-balls were the best Pogs. Everybody knew that. They like, at least in and that's the beauty of it. My neighborhood, it was all about the 8-balls and the yin yangs.
Yeah.
You could go across town and other people are going to be like, no, flaming skulls are the tops. That's what you want in the flaming skulls. You want the
Pogs
shiny
are
flaming
such. It's a regional activity. You know?
really
it's
is.
like it's a community, like a grassroots community kind of thing.
Right.
So
I think
you
it's
could like really wangle the market here. Look at me.
Yeah.
Being a pogonotomist, you could actually like import and export like 8-balls and shiny yin yangs from Mike's neighborhood.
You're talking about Pog
over
fixing.
to Dave's neighborhood.
Yep.
And take like the what other kind of Pogs are there? Toe clamps and nasal cavities. You take those over to Mike's neighborhood.
I think
And you just kind of exchange.
Yeah.
Did you
I'm
guys
only,
have the Pog making machines where you could lay down like things like designs and then it stamps it on there?
I think at least I'm speaking. Maybe I'm speaking just for myself, but I always thought Pogs were just like really small coasters. I never really knew.
Really small drinks.
Yeah, like for like Red Bulls or something like that hadn't been invented yet.
Yeah.
I missed the boat on those ones. I'm pretty sure Bob probably did too. If I did,
Yeah.
Bob
Well, the
did
real
all
thing
the
that
part.
sucks
Yeah,
is I
this,
only
this
have
Pog thing
two-
is a TV show I haven't seen. I don't see many TV shows.
John Ritter in that one.
Oh, too soon, dude. Too soon.
Is it?
Why?
Is it really too soon when it's
Well,
really
anything.
Three's
Yeah.
company?
I mean, dude, like he was in Bad Santa. Think about like the next.
What do you mean was?
Oh, you haven't heard? Well, son, I'm gonna need you to take it. I'm gonna need you to take a knee right now. I got some
already
bad
am.
news for you.
He's got some
I've just
bad
been waiting
news
for this
bears.
news. Oh shit! Well, turn
I don't think he was on that. Yeah. Okay, well, that Pogonomy, I love that. Even if it's not applicable to all of us, I like it. But Ryan, you need to give us the real definition for Pogonomy.
Man, I'm actually confused now as to whether it's actually Pogonomy or Pogonomy because you guys went two different directions. But I'm going to go with Pogonomy, and it simply means the cutting of beards.
Oh,
Some call it
like-
shaving.
So, I mean, just generally like shaving, or is it like Edward Scissorhands on a hedge bush kind of like trimming?
pretty-
Like you cut it into ornate shapes or whatever.
No, I don't think it's quite. Well, I'm sure you could get pretty creative. Like, yeah, maybe there's a whole art to it, like Pogonomy, like where you actually like, here's like, the 76ers logo, like in my, sideburns or something like that. Yeah, something like that. But I mean, basically, like, you think about a beard. Like, I haven't shaved in a few weeks, so I've got a pretty swarthy beard going on.
Right.
And it's an art form getting that thing nice and clean, but still. Still beardy. And so you got to use that sweet Pogonomy or Pogonomy and cut the shit out of
So
your
you could
beard.
see a pogonotomist and get like the Seahawks logo just cut right in there. Hashtag Go Hawks.
Yeah. 12 man.
okay. I wanna think that there's like a special beauty sort of school where instead of becoming a barber, you become a pogonotomist. And you
I
only
like
with
more of the
beards.
pogonotomist, like who evaluates like the value level of pogs and
I
stuff.
like that too.
I like the idea of this guy
Yeah.
who was like he was going to school for this in like 1992, right? And then his dad got sick, so he had to drop out of school. He had to go home, help his family out. He's been like working as some guy at a muffler shop or whatever. Some guy doing muffler stuff at a muffler shop and like helping out his family, and now he's like ready to finally go back to school, and he only needs like 6 credits or a semester or whatever, and then he's finally like figured out, oh shit, like pogs
Nobody.
don't even they don't exist
I'll just
anymore.
go cut
What am I
beards.
gonna do with all this pog credits I got at the local pog U? Like, what am I gonna do with them?
He's going to have to go to Pog Mitchell and learn how to cut beards, right? Pog
Yep.
Mitchell.
Yes.
Pog.
Yep.
Pog,
Yep.
Pog.
And
Haircuts.
that's a place where you can
ponytail.
either learn to cut
Shit.
beards or topiaries.
Ooh,
Either one.
that does sound
Ooh.
pretty nice.
Yeah, wasn't topiary a word? Or no, it was parterre.
Yeah.
My word this week is topiary. Topiary.
No, that's my word next week, and I'm going to try to pretend that you guys didn't know that. Okay,
Like Lothario.
Ryan, we have Lothario, we have Pogonotomy, we need a scenario. It's the fourth quarter, Ryan. Peyton Manning's
right.
on the field, and the defense needs to shut it down.
Hashtag go Hawks.
Hashtag go Hawks.
House Blitz.
Well, you
Just
don't want to
kidding.
do that.
Yeah, you definitely don't want to do that.
Thomas,
Omaha.
Earl Thomas could handle it, but yeah.
All right. Well, so what I think the Hawks are going to end up doing is switching over to the Sochi Winter Olympics, guys. Get whisked away with me. You are the Australian bobsled team.
Is that a
And-
seal doing the Olympic theme song?
I think it's just Seal. And I can do a twerk. Did you know that when it snows, we have the fucking Olympics and people lose down that big hilly.
Baby, time for me to do a slalom ski around the flags. Ooh, the more I go downhill, it's strange how it feels. Yeah.
Peekaboo Street. She's not in there anymore?
No, I don't know.
Shit. All right. So anyway, we've been whisked away to Sochi, and we're watching all the games and everything. But anyway, so Dave, Bob, and Suzik, you guys are the Australian bobsledding team, and you've worked hard. Year round.
Right, mate.
Could be a mistake.
I feel pretty good about this. I hung out with a bunch of them last night at that rock paper scissors bar crawl. There were so
said-
many Aussies. I was like, why do you come to San Francisco to do this? It's kind of weird, but right. Let's do it then.
Mate.
Right.
So,
proper
but
good
here's-
buggering, right?
Here's the twist. You guys have been training all year long in snowy Australia to get to the Winter Olympics, and you're a bobsled team, but the problem is you're at Sochi, you're ready to go, but you've left your bobsled at home, and so one of you needs to sacrifice yourself to be the human bobsled.
Got it.
Go.
At it. All right, mate.
Wait, whoa. What do you mean sacrifice? Like, am I going to die by being the bobsled on this slalom hill? Like,
mate,
is that...
you don't need to worry about it, mate. Our friend here,
Right,
Bob,
right.
it's a bobsled. I can't do it. I'm going to give
Ladies
up on
and
the
gentlemen,
accent.
Michael Caine.
I'm going to give up on the accent.
Tangerine. It was the
Let's
size
just
of a tangerine.
Cut the accent short there and move on. Bob Sled
Oi.
makes perfect sense. Bob, just lay down here. We need to win this.
Well,
shit.
I don't know. I think like if we want a bobsled, we need the one with the least surface area. And I think that's probably you. I mean, if I
What
went
does
down
that
there, it
mean?
would just be like giant gut rubbing against the ice, just slowing us down. But your taut, malleable frame, I feel, would serve us very well as a conveyance for getting down
here's
this
one of
hill.
the problems. I'm lopsided. I have one enormous arm because I am a
Okay.
professional arm wrestler. And
Wait, you
That's not what the CRISPR said.
Yeah, that's not what my smart CRISPR fridge said to me this morning. It said something was deposited that shouldn't have ever been deposited into a refrigerator.
I am definitely a professional arm wrestler during the summer, and I'm going to be lopsided. I'm not a good pick for this. I think it needs to either be Bob, or I think we need to maybe we can make. Do you think we could make a bobsled? out of just raw materials we have laying around here,
look,
like a sexy
dude,
rake.
we're Australian. Why don't we just steal another team's bobsled? Like, we basically come from thieves and criminals. Like, why don't we just use our genetic advantage, you know? Right.
Yes.
Oi. Right. Oi. Right.
Oi, let's wangle a bobsled off of the Jamaican team.
Okay, so in order to steal from the Jamaican team, we need to come up with a plan as to how we can distract them. We need one of us to distract them, and we need the other two to swipe the materials from them, or just take their bobsled.
Step 1, beer.
Bear.
Okay.
Bear.
So, Wangle Australian for beer.
Step 2, dingo.
But, like, I mean, if we steal from, like, a black team, isn't that going to be, like, a racial thing?
Wow.
Like, we're not trying to start, like, an international incident, you know?
Step 3, I just drank all the beer.
I really feel like we should steal from a white team.
Okay.
I think we got to go, like, maybe the Swedes. Like, hey, yeah, fuck the Swedes, man. They're always trying to be neutral and shit. Like, why don't we steal their bobsled?
Look, Dave.
Step 4, I
Dave,
think the dingo is drunk too.
Dave, the only race I care about is the one that we need to win. So
Step 5, find Quigley.
So I think what we need to do.
Step 6, that's not a knife.
So I think what we need to do is wallaby, kangaroo, wallaby, platypus, and
We need to tie our kangaroo down sport.
we need to get. One of us needs to distract them right now.
Step 6, Sydney's not my sister.
Fine. You two steal the Jamaican team's.
Bob just rattling off things on a list to no one.
I'm trying to make this work so we can win this fucking thing for Australia, for the homeland.
Look, mate, I want to win too.
So what I'll do,
too.
Step 7, that snowman's got boobies.
I'll distract them, okay?
But you know we're ill-equipped to fight a war. We can't get Australia into some international incident.
They won't
So let's
know
just
because we're gonna
Bob's not
repaint
even. Bob's not listening. He's staring at that list. Like, I say we just chuck him down the chute and we just jump on top of him and just cowabunga Ninja Turtle surf action our way through this problem here. The true Australian way to solve problems like Ninja Turtles do.
Step 8, I'm super limber.
God damn it, I hate you, Bob.
I don't even know.
And see.
I had like two different things I was going for there. You motherfuckers. You motherfuckers.
None of you guys came out and said, "Hey, Australia, watch out for number 12 turd." No? Deep cut?
Okay.
Okay.
It is.
No.
It is.
Am I that drunk? Am I, like, super drunk? Oh, the awkward silence says I am.
No, you are. No. All right. So solid. Go Team Australia and Sochi, I guess.
Hashtag go Hawks.
Hashtag go Aussies. And we need to get our escalator pitches in real quick. Dave, Subungual, escalator pitch. Go.
So, I like to wear black socks. I don't know about you guys, but I feel like it's pretty nice sock color, you know. I don't like white socks too much. And, you know, I constantly notice that sometimes I get, like, lint trapped up underneath my toenail or whatever. It's like, it's been very hard in my life to vocalize that discomfort and that pain that I feel every time I notice there's, like, a little bit of cotton or polyester or whatever, like, trapped underneath my toenail. And I think it's, like, really nice to have a word to basically classify that unique situation that happens to us here every day of our lives as people who wear black socks. And, you know, we're a small group, but we're a very vocal group. We want to be heard, and Subungual helps us be heard. And it's just like all my other words, basically very fun to say. And it just is a weird group of letters together is just Subungual, you know? You feel like you just want to say it like with an accent, you know? You just like, Subungual. You know, like you just want to like play around with it. It's like dough on a tabletop. You just kind of want to slap it, you know, sprinkle a little flour over top of it, like roll it around. Just, you know, smack it around between your hands, juggle it a little bit. It's a fun word that you just like, it just, you're gravitated towards it, you know? It's a really, really good word, I think. So.
Okay. Subungual.
Yeah, maybe I'm a little
So it's
too
like
drunk.
when you get black sock material underneath your claw, like a crazed Seahawk. Hashtag go Hawks.
I believe that is a clue. Clue. Bob, Wangle. escalator pitch, please.
Wangle. Internet, hi. Hi, if you really want to vote for me, I would suggest you hit the button B right now. I'm not going to resort to any trickery or devious methods to get you to vote for my word. Mainly because I'm not sure, but I don't think you can. I don't think we have that technology yet. Wangle. If you were to be in a dark place and you want to find your way like a bat, you could just wangle. You like that? Instant sound effects.
He's really doing it.
You would not believe how fast I can get this thing to go.
No, you're gonna get a rash.
You're gonna poke your eye out. Come on.
I'm gonna poke somebody's eye out.
It's a
Wangle.
good thing it's not a video podcast.
Oh wait, it's not. Oh wait, then let me get this out of frame. Okay, there we go. Wangle.
Bob, you have a very nice sounding wangle. Just so you know.
Nice timber.
It a very
Hey.
Amber?
Hashtag Go Hawks.
Oh my god. All right, I'm next. My escalator pitch. Lothario. Lothario is also a very nice sounding word. And we all know those sleazy rakes down at the hardware store. They
It's a me,
are
Lothario.
just the sleaziest, always trying to like prong out and scratch at all the women that are walking by.
A bag of leaf.
Yeah, trying to bag a leaf. And they are really, you got to watch out for them. And so it's really, I think this week it's more of an awareness thing. I wanted to make sure that people heard this word. It doesn't matter where I got it from. It doesn't matter that Dave knew it. That doesn't matter at all. Dave doesn't matter.
This is true, but can we go back to bag of leaf for a second? Because I feel like that should be the idiom we all use whenever we like are on a pursuit for or have had sex with a woman from Toronto. Like you bag a leaf. Like that's got to be it, right? Like I bagged a leaf. I finally check it off my bucket list. I bagged a leaf.
Oh, that's so brilliant.
Or if you've had sex with anyone from the Toronto Maple Leafs.
Yeah,
Bag the leaf.
yeah, bagged the leaf.
Or if you had sex with Ryan Leaf. There's a deep cut for you football fans.
Wow. Oh, God. Anybody who had sex with Ryan Leaf needs to get checked immediately.
Or yeah,
You got
seriously.
Hashtag Go Hawks.
Hashtag Go Hawks. So, yes.
Hashtag syphilis.
That is my my escalator pitch for Lothario. Ryan, Pogonotomy. Escalator pitch, please.
Well, I got to say that at least half this podcast has a beard. Some of us have eyebrows. Some of us don't. But
That's racist.
there's a real art form to getting a nice beard going and keeping it nice and clean and presentable. And I think you gotta take care and you gotta do your studying and you gotta clean that thing up and get nice cuttings going for your beard. And you got to get that sweet Pogonotomy. And it's an undervalued skill. And I think both Mike and I, and Mike and Ike's delicious candies.
Oh, God, so good.
We really have a nice penchant for a nice Pogonotomy. And you should too.
Very nice.
Go Hawks.
Hashtag.
Hashtag Go Hawks.
All right. And that brings us to the end of the Super Bowl. Da 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 da. Bum bum dun bum bum. Chicka dum dum dum.
Do, 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 do.
Bum 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 bum.
What do you think, Boomer? Oh, wait, he's not going to be there.
No.
Shit. Terry?
Terry, Howie, Jimmy. And all right. We need to get the scores in and we need to vote. Since it's
Hawks by 28.
Since it's four of us, I think it's probably more like Hawks by 3, honestly. But
Maybe.
Really?
really, yeah.
Really?
You
Okay.
guys don't. This is going to be a close game. Like,
Yeah.
like,
I don't know,
Or
man.
not.
I think the Broncos might win. I'm sorry, Ryan, but I mean,
Yeah. No, I know. It could go either way.
Yeah,
It's a
it's-
coin flip. No, it's not. Go
I'm
Hawks.
really concerned with that Russell kid. I don't see him stepping up.
don't you fucking talk about my Russell Wilson that way.
Yeah.
ever.
Don't do that.
He is.
All right.
He's a beautiful flower.
I'm sorry,
I mean, he's
everybody.
beautiful.
Words,
I want to
words are
smell
happening.
his.
This is
I want
not.
to smell the nape of his neck. That's
Yeah.
for sure. I definitely want to do that. But
Sweet
Oh,
dewlap.
he has a beautiful dewlap.
He has a beautiful neck. Okay, we need to do our votes. Since it's 4 of us, we're going to do the number 1, number 2 choices again this week.
Me first. Pick me. Ooh, me.
Oh, no.
Bob, you get to vote first. Please
That'll get your attention.
Between subungual, Lothario, and pogonotomy, please pick your number 1 and number 2 words this week.
Wangle.
God damn you. God damn you.
I love that he like set all that up, making you think like he was going to do something other than what he always does.
I gave you a shot. And always seem to fuck it up. Like you just always.
Hey, coach, I just need one chance. Hashtag go Hawks.
What? Go, Bob, please. Number 1 and number 2.
My number 1 word is going to be pogonotomy.
All right.
Pogonotomy.
And
My number 2 word, I'm trying to find it right now.
subungual or Lothario.
Let's go with Lothario.
All right.
Keeping good rhythm.
Ryan.
Who needs a metronome?
I've got music. I've got rhythm. This is hurting. I'm going to have to stop this right now.
Ryan, you get to pick next between subungual, Wangle, and Lothario.
Oh, man. Well, I think my number 1 is going to be subungual.
Nice.
Because I really do think it has to do with putting messages in your toots. your tooty farts. And then I think number 2, we're going to go with Wangle.
Nice. All right.
What
Right. I
up?
want to reward the people that come up with their own words.
Hashtag go Hawks.
Big fucking big speech.
Little heavy hand on that one.
Right.
Go Hawks.
Dave, you now pick between Wangle, Lothario, and pogonotomy.
Yeah, I got to go with pogonotomy. Yes. That's got to be number 1.
Alrighty.
And number 2, I'm going to go with Wangle.
Number 2 is Wangle.
Word Wangle.
Word
Yeah.
Wangle.
Word Wangle.
And
Yeah.
and my choice, my number 1. Ooh, this is tough. I am going to have to pick subungual as my number 1.
He's trying to make a tie.
No, because my number 2 is
Is
pogonotomy.
hashtag go Hawks.
My number 2 is pogonotomy.
Yes.
Which means that, Ryan, you do win this week. I really do believe that these are 4 excellent words. I had a hard time picking. I mean, I'm looking at this list now and I'm thinking Wangle is such an underrated word.
Yeah.
It really is. But congratulations, Ryan. You win this week with pogonotomy.
So do the Seahawks. When you're listening to this podcast, Seahawks won. I'm totally happy right now. I'm not depressed and crying in my room because the Broncos won.
Correct. And if in fact the Broncos do win and you guys want to send some letters of sympathy to Ryan, Bob, how do they do that this week?
You could send those words of hashtag go Hawks to wordrango@gmail.com. There are other ways to contact Word Rango too, friends. You could send hashtag go Hawks to Twitter at twitter.com/wordrango. We'd like to send some Twitter love to some of our friends like Obo Crazy, Andy Dicktel, E. Felice, who gave us the word, let me see if I can get this one right, Calipigian?
Calpigian, yeah. I was actually going to
Calipigian?
use that word. It's a buddy of mine, Eric, and I was actually going to use that word, but he just in his zealousness, his zeal, I guess.
Zelocity.
Zelocity. He sent it to us through Twitter, and tell him the definition because it's pretty damn good.
It's a word meaning well-shaped buttocks.
Ooh. Damn,
Imagine how good that word would have been on the show.
that
man.
was that's perfect for like the, when that beautiful ass just drops. I mean, right?
Prune bottom jeans.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Watermelon bottom jeans.
Right. Like, plastic bag bottom jeans.
Yep.
We'd also like to thank Herr Kaplan for some love. He played the word quaff in Words with Friends and got 75
You're
points.
goddamn right he did.
Hell yeah.
By the way, Herr Kaplan, you're totally welcome for that. Thanks to SSJ for Reddits for asking for more Dr. Doom. We would like to also thank
The Optimism Club, Horrible Podcast, Casual Cowards, and Glib Shark.
also that sports gamer. If he had to pick his best or his favorite new podcast of 2013, it's a toss-up between Casual Cowards and Word Rango.
Word Rango.
Nice. So basically, we have to find these cowards and kill them in a very casual way.
shouldn't
Like
be
it'll
hard.
just be a nonchalant murder. Like we won't make a production of it. It'll just be a quaint little murder party.
Yeah.
Quaint.
You'll be afraid the whole time, so it works out.
Hey, Casual Cowards. Hey, you want to come over about 7? Yeah, just
I don't know.
yeah, we're gonna take dinner on our brand new table. It's in that room covered with plastic.
And his name's Dave.
Also,
Excellent work. I'm glad you picked up on that.
oh my
Every
God.
time you all say that, I could swear that you're going to insert bukkake somewhere in the middle there.
On the CRISPR?
You can also reach us on Facebook, facebook.com/wordrango. Thanks to Obo Crazy again for our leaderboard updates. So if you want to know who won.
Amazing work. Thank you so much. Like, that is incredible. The fact that they're keeping
Tedious
that,
work that we won't do for ourselves.
I had a spreadsheet for a while, and I stopped updating it. I mean, yeah, that's... And yeah, I want to make use of that hard work down the road as we start compiling, because we do want to start compiling all these words we have for you guys.
Into a quilt.
Into a quilt. The Word Rango word quilt. 1 square for every word.
Oh,
And
no, seriously,
our goal
that
is
is
to
very,
warm the world.
very awesome. Very awesome that anybody would take the time to do that. Very much appreciated.
It's so
Thank
great.
you.
It's so great.
You can also listen to this show on
Yes.
Stitcher. You can probably get it on your ham radios at this point. We're pretty popular. You can also get us on
That's huge.
iTunes. If you go to bit.ly/wordrango, send your friends. We also got a couple of more favorable iTunes loves from Bitter Agony, who said very succinctly, "You're welcome. Very funny."
Thank you.
And
Nice.
also
Thank you.
from Seven Rabbis, sort of like Urban Dictionary, he said, except these guys will teach you real words with awesome meanings.
Wait,
You'll learn things while laughing. What could be better?
Do you mean 7 rabbis?
Indeed.
Did you say 7 rabbis?
no,
without
no,
the T, or 7 rabbits?
I think it is 7 rabbis, and
Yeah.
and really it's Tom Cruise is the last rabbi. It's what-
47
I was gonna say like the 7 samurai. Oh, that's
He's the
good.
last rabbi with a gun arm and a pogo leg.
Oh, shit. Hi,
Maybe
Richard
you-
Rodriguez.
You you can't handle the truth, baby.
This show is going to be like 19 hours
Hey,
long.
this is not kosher.
Maybe you should show me the money. I don't know. That kind of turned into Borat there for a second. But,
Yeah, jeez, man.
oh my
Can
god.
somebody pour me the Menashevitz?
Oh, that's so good.
Thank you for the review, The Last
Yeah.
Rabbi. I really appreciate that. And we appreciate all of you guys. Please send your friends to bit.ly/wordrango. Tell them, and you guys as well. I see the download numbers. There's more of you out there. Please leave us a review, rate us 5 stars. It helps us so much to reach to reach our word quilts out to the rest of the world, which is our goal. It's to help people, or to not help them. We're not sure, but we're working on that. We're workshopping what our ambitions are here, and that'll do it. And that's it. Congratulations, Ryan, for Pogonotomy. We will be back next week with 4 fresh, delicious words for y'all.
And congratulations to the Seattle Seahawks. # Go Hawks.
I was going to say, and the Lombardi Trophy. That's right. Tattooed on my balls.
That was
and
an
then-
excellent
we
win.
won.
And then
We won,
also,
we did it.
just in case, we'll just close out real quick. Apologies, Ryan, and Bob, for the loss of the Seattle Seahawks. Congratulations to Peyton Manning, a noted Papa John salesman, for his second Super Bowl ring. Well deserved, Peyton. You the man.
Yeah. And just in case,
Whatever, your loss is going to be here in 30 minutes or less. # Go Hawks.
And then just also, sorry everybody that you had to watch the tie between
yeah, that's what I was going to say. You got to make sure that we're covering all
the
bases
Seahawks.
because this is baseball.
Right, and I think that does it.
# Roll Tide.
Thank you all for listening. Tune in next week. Word Rango!
Word Rango. # Coney 2014.
No.